끝이 타버릴 때까지 뛰어 맨발의 청춘을 더 burn it up 넘어져도 상처는 안 남아 더 뛰어 더 위로 뛰어
Sweet. Hey, Stay. Welcome to STAYtalk. I am JC, and besides me is...
I'm Chrysalis, and welcome to tonight's show. It kind of feels weird to say that. Like, I feel like I'm all sorts of official now. Tonight's show. Welcome to the show. So we have done a ton of stuff this week, just in regards to getting things set up for you guys. But we are going to introduce this evening our new daily dish. So if you are not aware, we have set up a Patreon. We've got that all set and ready to go for you. Linkages are literally everywhere now. But with that, we are going to do a daily dish with all of our shows. And tonight we have decided that because of the fact we are currently in the process of voting for the VMAs, and not just best K-pop group, but also best group in general, we're going to start off with voting this evening and how we want to proceed with that going forward. So... Which right now,
Yes. So let's start off with what we think about. Well, first of all, congratulations to the guys. They got their 6th win today.
Yay! Oh, I did see that. Yes.
Yes.
Which show was that?
Music
Bank?
Bank.
No. Was it?
Hold on. Let me look at Bubble.
Hold, please.
Said thank you. Hold, please. M Countdown, first place.
M Countdown. Okay.
Yes, because I was trying to think, because Felix came on and said, thank you for cheering us for the billboard. And I was like, didn't that happen the other day? Like,
yes, that was yesterday.
He was a little behind time, but he was a busy man. So we're not going to blame him for that.
Everything, well, we'll get to that in a minute too, but everything is blurring just together at this point in time because it is comeback season. So everything's going all at once.
So first thing I'm going to say about voting is, I think it's rather easy. You do not have, just to those who maybe haven't voted yet for the big award, you don't have to vote in every other category just to submit for K-pop. I have, because I do listen to some of those artists like Billie Eilish and Kendrick Lamar and I like Bad Bunny, so I want to see him win. Like certain artists that I like, I voted for. But you don't have to. So if that's what's been holding you back from voting, vote. Just put it in for Stray Kids.
Yeah.
Hit the 10. Go during Power Hour, which is between 1 and 2, and you'll get 20 votes.
1 and 2 Eastern. 1 and 2 Eastern.
1 and 2 Eastern Standard Time. That's correct. But as far as the group vote, which is on MTV's Instagram story, and that's the only way you can vote, it's now down to 4. Our boys are 1. So it's aespa versus Stray Kids and Blackpink versus 17.
Which means that in some way, shape, or form, we're going to have a K-pop group take best group at the VMAs this year.
Which I think is absolutely awesome because...
Impressive.
Yes. And do I think it's a little bit of the K-pop Demon Hunters influence? I do.
Probably.
I do think that that's a lot to it. I think that if Huntrix and Saja Boys were up for best group, I think they would win. One or the other would win. But there was a lot of discourse. I did a Hey Stay on TikTok, and I posted it to YouTube this week about voting and some other factions of fandoms. And I'm not going to call them out, but there was a strong opposing voice saying, let's vote against Stray Kids. Let's vote for whoever they're against so they won't be able to move forward, which failed, which was a nice thing to see.
Yeah.
But my point being, this is where I get really angry because there's enough room at the sandbox, ladies and gentlemen. This is... And with one particular group, I'll call it out. With BTS, there is not a competition. Nobody is discrediting the fact of what BTS did. Over here, how they did. Let me tell you something. I appreciate them. I am not an army. I never was. Do I appreciate them as a group? Correct. I do. I do enjoy their music. I like Jungkook. I've watched some of their stuff. Ben Kim talks about BTS. I enjoy watching his content with BTS. I am not anti-army in the slightest. In fact, I would say I'm probably like an acquaintance of the army, all things considered, because I do follow quite a few people who were either
the next town over.
Right. But third generation, fourth generation. It's two completely different generations. When it comes down to it, though, the way that the boys are on their momentum and where they're going, you're going to talk about the top three. It's going to be BTS, Blackpink, and Stray Kids. As of right now, that's how I see it.
Yep.
Now, you could disagree with me, but that's how I see it. That's who's getting the hubbub. That's who's getting the accolades. And that's what I see. Now, the second thing was about the Billboard. Well, BTS did it first. Yes, but I'm not so sure that BTS did 6 in a row. They did. I tried to look. It didn't look like it was in a row. Stray Kids is the first to go 7 in a row in 70 years. Right. Out of all artists, out of Lincoln, they called it Linkin Park, BTS, Dave Matthews Band. And for us collegiate that knew that Dave Matthews Band was like live, die, or breathe Dave Matthews, DMB, that's saying something. Okay. Yep. So there's no taking away from BTS, but you got to give Stray Kids their due. I'm sorry. That has to be, this is very freaking impressive. And
very much so.
So, yeah. So my thing is with the voting, especially, and I didn't realize you could vote for the Korean shows too. There's apps and stuff to vote. Felix Lee 00 on Instagram constantly posts those links to the different apps so you could vote for the voting shows because they seem to be doing great with those as well. And I hope they continue on that upward momentum.
Well, and we've got
ones that are there. I mean, in the studio, they beat IVE today with the M Countdown one, and they weren't even there.
Yeah, true. And we've got to, and everybody has to remember too. And Jocelyn, hi, we see you. I see you at least. I've got the comments pulled up, so thank you for coming again. But what everybody has to remember too is like right now you are dealing with an American award show. Number one, a Western American award show. Now, granted, voting culture is a big thing over in Asia. It's especially in Korea with all of these various shows and whatnot. I generally don't participate in voting culture because I have found personally that a lot of those apps that you can use to vote over for those particular award shows over in Korea are not very user-friendly to utilize in any way, shape, or form or sign up for. So I tend to vote in the ones that are easy to access.
Yes.
I do, however,
yeah.
Yes, and there are. I do, however, vote in the VMAs when they come around. I did it last year. I'm doing it this year. I don't always remember to do it every day, but that's okay. That does not make me any less of a stay. But I do find it interesting.
I want to say that because a lot of people feel like they don't. No. That doesn't make it. Yes, we would love everybody to vote, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world.
It's okay. Yeah, it's not. That doesn't define you as a fan. But what I do find interesting is that because the last 4 groups in this VMA category right now are all K-pop groups, like you said, there probably might be some K-pop Demon Hunters layover Venn diagram going on there, which makes sense. But it's very interesting to me because Western culture does not necessarily go off of voting. Now, granted, we've always had People's Choice Awards and things of that nature, but it's usually not to this level over here like it is over there. And the VMAs are doing that, obviously. Right. They've got that same kind of structure in place. So it's really cool for me to see that they've got 4 groups right now. There is going to definitely be a K-pop group that takes that category, which is awesome. But we also have to remember that a rising tide lifts all ships.
Yes.
So instead of, battling each other and fighting one another and blah, 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 yada, yada, vote for who you enjoy listening to, regardless of who that is, and then go from there. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, this is going to get more traction. It's going to kind of be on the tail end of that K-pop Demon Hunters push. And those two things right now are like venom and, symbiotic relationship going on right now with that, I'm sure. But how awesome is it that we're going to, have a K-pop group in some way, shape, or form take home best group? I mean, they were in Coldplay. Coldplay was in that. Who else was in there?
The Jonas Brothers.
That was Backstreet Boys. No.
Imagine Dragons. My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, like some massive names over here. For Western artists, and a K-pop group beat all of them, regardless of which K-pop group it is. A K-pop group has beaten all of them.
Right.
So that's pretty freaking impressive. And I'm just hoping it's our guys because they definitely have worked their asses off to get it.
Yes.
And anybody that wants to say otherwise
Sorry, pound sand.
Door.
Go
It's
pound
literally
sand.
right there.
It's like, yeah. If anybody
So-
deserves it at this point in time, it's them.
Yeah, I mean, and that doesn't, like you mentioned before, that doesn't discount anybody that came before them.
No.
That does not discount BTS. That does not discount Blackpink. That does not, even though Blackpink's part of this whole thing. It does not discount BTOB. It does not discount GOT7. None of that. It doesn't discount any of the groups that came before in the
Big Bang.
earlier generations. What that shows is that as the generations are progressing, you are getting that those generations, that Hallyu essentially is reaching out farther and wider, which is exactly what they wanted it to do.
Absolutely.
And they're all building blocks to that. They're all various foundations of that. And there's going to come a time when some group is going to surpass Stray Kids, when some group is going to surpass ATEEZ, when some group is going to surpass, you name it.
Yep.
ITZY, Twice, any of them. There's going to come a time when they get toppled. And that's normal. That's part of the development of the genre, the development of the industry, as it were. I mean, there's stuff that I listened to from when I was a kid, but there's also been new stuff that's come out since. You know, people don't get mad at, like, you know, well, how do I want to compare this? People do not get mad at, say, Guns N' Roses for kind of taking the place of like a Black Sabbath or a Judas Priest.
Nope.
You pay homage to the ones that came before you, which Stray Kids has always done.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they sit there and tout how awesome they are and whatnot,
Like
but at the same time,
like a Grateful Dead and Fish. You know what I mean? Like in the jam band genre. Like
or Dave Matthews. Yeah,
right.
or you know, Fish and Dave Matthews, because technically
right.
that's a different, they're a different generation there too.
Right.
So you don't, and they have always been respectful on and promotion of everyone else. Every single group. They always will sit there and are very humble and are very give respect where respect is due. Watch any of the shows. The show that Hyunjin and Chan were both on, the restaurant show that Hyunjin and Chan were recently on.
Yes. Yep. Chan used to talk about it in Chan's rooms. He used to bring it up all the time.
You know, or and the one that the three Racha were on with Tableau.
With Epic High.
With Epic High. Like, these guys are always constantly, you know, promoting and giving flowers to those that came before them.
I never put two and two together. I didn't realize Tableau was a part of Epic High.
Yeah, I kind of I learned that when Tableau was on the Megaverse.
I see, and I didn't.
I'm like, who's this guy?
Right. And then
why is he so important? What part of the lore does he belong in? Oh, that's part of So yeah. So it's kind of, you know, but it's like, it's you have to, it's not brain surgery, guys. It is not that important. It is not that serious. It is.
So rock the vote and go vote for the guy.
Yes. And if you don't want to vote for Stray Kids, vote for whichever one of the other two, the other three you are comfortable voting for, but don't vote against just to vote against, because we want to make a point. What point are you making? They're still freaking out there setting records left and right, backwards and forwards.
Right. I mean, you can't even take it away from Blackpink. Like, I mean, if you go look at the video of Chan and Felix when they didn't realize who they were up against.
Oh, yeah.
And Chan leans over and goes, "Who are we up against?" And Felix goes, "I don't know." And he looks and they're like Black.
And she's like, Blackpink?
And Chan's like, Blackpink? Like, you know, and then he was shocked that they won. You know what I mean? Like, this is, guys, Chan's friends with Lisa. You know what I'm saying? Rose is from New Zealand and like talks to like Felix and Chan. Let's come on.
Jenny was at the Met Gala with them, and what did they do? You know, like
it's like, come
you
on,
know,
guys.
People.
So speaking of people, let's segue to our next conversation that I've seen all over the social media webs.
Oh, which one are we going with this one?
We're going with the fan call.
The fan call route.
We're going
we've addressed before, but let's repeat for those who have not seen.
Because here's the deal. And Chrysalis came out with something on Threads and said she's reconsidered the fan call, and I did my due diligence and I reconsidered. Here's how I reconsider the fan call. If you're going to get on the fan call and be lovely and thankful and grateful and make the guys feel like regular guys that you're just happy to be a part and to see how they're doing, and they're seeing how you're doing and being cutesy and stuff for 1 minute. Okay, for 1 minute. Let's it's a minute call, and that's not a lot of time. But if you're doing that, fantastic. Do not ask Felix to be a cat. Do not ask them to be your boyfriend for 5 minutes. Do not ask them to wear something silly or to like whatever. Like the dance.
Don't ask Lino if Han is his boyfriend and vice versa.
Right, or whatever. Like, give me a break, okay, people? So that's number one. Number two, I saw many a stay talk about a certain fan call, the Chan fan call, with the lovely Allie, who is now what? It was two fan calls.
There was one with Allie, and then there was the white material one.
Which I was like, and you know what's funny? I do have like a slight problem with that one.
We'll get into that in a second. Let's start with the Allie one, and then we'll
first. Let's go to the Allie one first, because I'll tell you why I have a slight problem with the other one, and it has nothing to do with being jealous or anything of that nature. The Allie one, I saw I will say fellow stay in quotes, because I do not consider this person a stay with how they attacked her.
Lowercase s, not uppercase s.
Yes. They attacked her how she looked.
Yep.
They attacked how she was in her own home, by the way, with the dog and the whole thing. And it's like, jealousy doesn't look good on you, sweetheart, because first of all, she was sweet, she was kind, she was in her own house, in her home gym. I have a home gym. You see me when I dance and do my dance things, it's in my basement. That's my home gym with my laundry. So she could show that. That's where she took the call. Yeah. Having the dog there, I think, was brilliant, because they all are like pet people. So that was cute. Yeah. It gave them something to chat about, whatever. And to see Chan get sort of, light up words and like be happy and then forget her name, like that's things that happen, people. Especially, she was very pretty. She was a very pretty girl. She was
Chan,
nice.
move over. I want to talk to her, and I'm not even bi.
Half stays were like, what's her number? She's our new bias. The whole thing. Very supportive. But this one particular stay decided to go after her on threads, and I'm glad she got attacked by a couple of people, fellow mutuals of ours. And I won't say attacked, but they definitely called her out for it.
Well, yeah.
They called her out for her speech. Because not to mention she used a stereotype.
I think I know which one you're talking about, but we're not gonna.
Don't go there. No. I love non-toxic Tita because she. Yes, right. I'm not gonna mention it, but I love non-toxic Tita. Go follow her on Threads if you're on Threads, because she is the one. She's like, you don't call that out. Like that is not. You're definitely attacking, and you're being xenophobic and racist and whatnot. And
your microaggressions are showing.
Right. So roll the mean girl in. You should be happy for anybody who gets a minute with any of the guys. And my thing was like, what she was wearing. She was wearing a crop top and jeans.
She was wearing a sports bra. Like, I mean, she was wearing a workout clothes, because she was in her home gym.
And she was covered. It's not like she was like hanging out or any of the sort. Oh, but
I saw worse outfits. I shouldn't say worse. I saw far less. I'll just say far less.
There you go.
At the concerts themselves.
Yeah.
In public.
Yeah. Like when I did the Hey Stay for this, I had on my pink pullover Old Navy sweatshirt and my stay hat. Like Chan has the black stay and with the skids thing on it. I would wear that. Like, I'm not trying to pick them up in a minute. I'm trying to chat with them. I'm trying to say, hey guys, I'm thankful for you. You're amazing.
If I get one, this is what you're going to see.
Right.
Are you eating? My hair might be different, but that's about it.
Right. But are you taking care of yourself? Because I care about your well-being, and I want you
for doing what you do.
Yes. Thank you for putting smiles on our faces. Thank you for being there for Stay. That's what you say.
Thank you for reinstilling my faith in humanity and and non-toxic masculinity and
exactly
and emotional intelligence and all of it.
And Wonder Nara posted her call with all of them, and she gave them all the same smile. Lino, who is Lino, and he was so smiley and stuff, and it was great.
She got Sungmin barking.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like come on.
And Felix was all lit up, and Han was laughing. I mean, that's what you want, people. And then there was another Denmarkian stay that I follow that I didn't realize I was following that got the fan call, and she was very lovely, and she was asking questions and she had a lovely call. And then there was somebody else, a third one somebody posted, and they had a lovely call too.
Yeah, so far this round of fan calls, this comeback of fan calls has been for the
better.
I think you and I both had the opinions we had on fan calls, because like, would I have loved to have gotten a fan call? Absolutely, even with all of the cringy ones, because I was like, if I ever got one, I would want to be one of those people that's like, hi, not crazy, excuse me, insane. I'm drinking Milkies, and I probably shouldn't drink carbonated beverages before I do this, but if I ever got one, that's what I would want to do, because I would want to be kind of opposite of what they are accustomed to seeing.
Yes.
For the longest time, and that's kind of where our opinions, I think, of fan calls came from.
Right,
now, there was some information that was provided to us on threads by people who are in Korea who explained more of how important fan calls are for the companies themselves, and i.e. they're by the guys and whatever groups are participating in them. And it started to make a lot more sense. Because, I forgot how I described it on threads, but it clicked in my head where I was like, okay, wait. Okay, now I get it. So from that perspective, because perspectives can change when presented with new information. That's how context and how critical thinking is supposed to work.
Yeah.
Sorry, that sounded demeaning. I didn't mean it to. It's just my auntie coming out and being sassy this evening, apparently. But here we are having numerous fan calls being publicized that are exactly what the vast majority of us have been wanting to see them receive from a fan call.
Absolutely. I agree.
And what ends up happening? Mayhem.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Chill, people. Oh my God. Chill.
Yeah, let's go to the wifey material one.
Now, with the wifey material one, before we get fully into why you had an issue with that one necessarily.
Yeah.
With the wifey material one, yes, Chan said wife material. You know what? Chan's not her bias. You know who her bias is? It's Sungmin.
Yeah.
So y'all are projecting.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that doesn't mean that if, okay, my bias is our Aussie line and whatnot. That doesn't mean if Han turned around and started flirting with me, I'd be like, like, yes. Like,
yes. Yes.
I mean, yes, because, oh my God. But, you know what? But still, her bias is Sungmin. So you are projecting this whole scenario, this whole narrative that you have going on in your head without having all of the information at your fingertips. You know how I know that? I found her Red Note stuff, and I looked through her videos because I have Red Note, and she's absolutely, she's a gorgeous girl. Yeah. Very pretty girl. She seems to be very, very fun on her Red Note.
Now, here's my question. Did she ask that the first thing out of the gate? I didn't get to see the whole call, or did she ask that into the call?
They don't show, none of what she has published shows the whole call with each of them.
All right.
She did ask every single one of them, though.
She did.
What was your impression of me?
But here's the thing that I have. It almost, Ryan, reminded me of a job interview. Because, to a point, because like they're just seeing you on screen and seeing you say hi. What's your first impression of me? I don't know, because I haven't had anything but a hi or how are you.
I got the impression, based on the way the descriptions, like what the guys were saying, and especially like with what Felix said, that it was toward the end of the call.
All right. If that's the case, I apologize to her, because that's
my impression. I could be wrong, but that's the impression I got.
If 30 seconds went by and you chatted with them for 30 seconds and then you asked them that question, in 30 seconds, right. I guess. But again, they have to be PC, for lack of a better word, because this is a fan call.
Yeah, because even if they want to flirt, they still have. And I'm sorry, you can't tell me Chris doesn't know what the hell he's doing. That man knows that whole blustery, bashful.
The same thing. I feel the same way about Felix and about Han to a certain point.
He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what effect that gets. That allows him to flirt openly. Without getting in trouble, because he can always reel it back with the company with, but it just slipped. I was being, number one. Number two, he is also well aware that if he were to fully turn it on, we would combust.
Oh, somebody would absolutely probably faint. They literally would go. Yeah.
I have not ever fainted in my life. In my life, if
Yeah,
that man were to actually turn it on, I'd faint.
Oh, see, I'd give it right back. See, it's like
I would,
I would give
but
it
I
right
would.
back. I have no fear. It's like, you know what? I got nothing to lose, guys. Like, seriously, like, you're gonna flirt with
faint
me?
afterwards.
Okay, I'm coming back right after you.
I will faint afterwards.
No.
My improv will kick in, and I will flirt right back, and then he will walk away, and I will fall over. That's exactly what would happen. But yeah. There's only so much you can do in a minute, obviously.
Right.
And you're wanting to. I get it because you want to get.
Yeah, I'm curious about the on-site fan because they can give gifts, they can give letters. I know that because someone wrote that they read all the letters, and I know that they can get gifts from them. I've seen.
Well, they don't get to keep the gifts.
They don't.
Mm-mm.
What do they do with it?
I guess they get donated or something. I don't know, but they don't
get
to keep the gifts. Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought they get to keep those gifts.
I was kind of hoping that Chan would get to keep the train hat. That I want to see him wear that.
Somebody at JYP better have kept that hat. That's all I got to say.
He better have stolen it. He better have stolen it like he stole the SKZ coin. Somebody's got it somewhere. But they're
well, and the faker jacket. Don't tell me. I hope someone stole that for Felix and then gave it to him on the sly.
Well, it was given to Lino.
I know, and then Lino gave it.
And then Lino gave it to
Tyrell, because he loves his little kitty cat.
Yes, because
but no, and so here's my, if JYP is listening ever, I'm going to look right at the camera right now and say this. JYP, those online, the offline or whatever they're called, fan meets, that's what you do for VIP in the States.
Yeah.
VIP should include the day before, because everybody would come and you let people pay for that, or you do it by lottery, whatever. And you do fan meets like that for the US for a small group of us. Even
if they did what ATEEZ does and does the send off at the end.
Yeah, that you'd have to control. They couldn't do, for Stray Kids, they couldn't do just the open thing like that. They'd have to do something where people went through a line.
There's barricades. They have,
I know, but after watching Chanbin in Japan for Autry, no. They'd need to do something that was more controlled, like them being on a stage and people walking by and like having a minute to shake hands or say hello or whatever.
Yeah,
they couldn't do the send off. It would better to be just outright do a VIP experience, have it be like that, do the minute a piece or whatever, where you sit down with each Stray Kid and you're able to do high touch and be done with it. And people are going to pay for it.
If anybody from JYP ever sees this, here's or whatever, you would make a killing. You'd make a killing because people would pay for that easily.
Right. And the bodyguards in the States are fantastic. I mean, we see the same bodyguards with Felix and Chan, that big guy that I love, that when Felix goes to New York. So like, it's not, people know and
they're no offense, they're better than the security you guys have over in Korea.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying. So I mean, it could be done. So just something to think about. Just a little. Just an idea.
But regardless, if you're going to do if you actually win a fan call, in some way, shape, or form, if you actually win a fan call, please just be normal. Like, and even if your normal is weird, like mine is, there's a level of like, the
guys are all strange in their own right. That's why we love them.
Yeah. I mean, did
you see the last talker? I didn't get to watch it all yet, but I did see the scene where Chan hides Felix's keyboard keys, and Felix was working on the keyboard for an hour, and Chan was working on a schedule. Like, these are our guys. These are our men, people. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, but if Chan ever looked at me and was like, "What?" like that, I'd follow her. I would follow her. Yes, whatever you want. Whatever you want. By all means. Nothing at all. Just keep looking at me like that and I'll be happy. And yes, this is how I would be with them. Because
I don't have something unusual. I'm weird. I've said it. Yep.
I don't have a filter. And that's, but you know what? Even with not having a filter, I know where the line is.
Oh yeah.
Like and that's the thing. That's kind of the thing when it comes back to fan calls. It's that aspect of, these are not show ponies.
No.
These are not on demand whatevers.
I'm sorry, Be My Cat is just like the beat all to end all. Like poor Felix, I'm like, damn, like what is the matter with you? Like I'll be your cat, okay? What do you think?
No, maybe that's what somebody should do on a fan call. Look, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to give you the opportunity to make me look as
silly as possible. Have
silly
at
as
it.
possible. Go right ahead. I will yes and whatever you tell me to do.
That's right.
Just go right ahead. Get it out, please. But which actually, since you brought up Changbin going to Autry and the crowds and whatnot there,
I was so proud of him. At the airport, the dispatch Nuna was like, "How does it feel to be by yourself?" And he goes, "I don't know if I like this." He's like, "This is. It doesn't feel good without the guys." I thought that was so sweet.
Natural. I can't. It doesn't. Yeah. But you know, he's one of the oldest ones in the group too. So you know, it's like you're looking at a guy who's
26,
25. Well, he turns 26 this year. 20.
Okay. I thought who turns 27?
Lino.
And
if you're going by international age, Chan turns 28, Lino turns 27, Changbin turns 26, and all of the 2000 liners turn 25. And
but then if you go Korean, then it's one extra, so it's 26, 27, 28, 29.
So yes.
Okay.
So that's why.
Yes, I was very proud of Chanbin because he held his own. Number two, I liked how I found out Jean Somi was there too, and she was an old JYPer from way back.
Okay.
She's also I think she's Australian, and she was friends with Chan when he was a trainee and stuff. So
everybody's friends with Chan,
of course. So, but I'm saying, so at least it was somebody he knew, so he wasn't like completely alone. And she does, you know, she's Korean, of Korean descent too. So it was good to see the two of them at this event. But I was really proud of how he really stepped up with the mic, and all the interviews with like El Korea and Love Visual and all the stuff like they have at all these other events. So it was really good to see. But if I was Autry, I'd sign him. Did you see that crowd?
Oh yeah, well,
I never heard the name before, but I know it now.
Yeah, true. I've never heard of them either. But I'm curious about something real quick because I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
Not that I put a whole hell of a lot of stock in this, but
why? What are you trying to look up?
Changbin's MBTI.
Oh, he's an
extrovert.
Yeah, he's an ENTP.
ESTP.
Oh, ESTP. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It was ESFP, but it's changed to TP.
Right, TP, and he's also a Leo.
Yeah.
And there was something else I was going to say.
He's a Leo, but he's got something. I've got their astrology somewhere.
I don't know what his houses are. I just know that he's a Leo.
Hold on, I have it right here. I have a whole graph. No, I have a whole graph and what houses they're in and everything. He's got Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Aries Rising.
Oh, See, it's funny. I think I'm Leo, Aries, Virgo Rising,
and they're all in the and his Sun and Moon are both in the fifth house. So, which I can't remember what the fifth house is off the top of my head.
Wait, is that what you do? Is that the side thing that you do?
No, I do Reiki and tarot.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, could you do that for me?
I mean, I could, but there's plenty of online things that'll do it. That's without knowing their time.
All right. See, I know my time and everything, so I'll go.
The general. Then there's plenty of online sites that can do that.
I have to tell you something though. It's funny. I took it amongst myself, and I don't think they ever read it. But if somebody from marketing of Project Rock happens to see this, I had written Project Rock about last month, and I said Project Rock, if for those that don't know, is Under Armour has a brand or like a offshoot brand with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, a subsidiary.
It's a subsidiary of, but it's Under Armour. It's workout gear, it's sweatshirts with with The Rock's like Project Mana, like all his kind of like quotes stuff. Remember I'm a huge fan of The Rock, blah blah blah. Anyways, and so I wrote their business page and said, hey, I don't know if you're looking for new ambassadors, but I think that you need to check out Chanbin from Stray Kids because he lifts. He talks about being in the gym and taking good care of himself. He's got a perfect physique for your wear.
Jute goes right alongside with Mana.
Exactly. I said, I think he would be a perfect fit. And since they're coming over more globally and they've already worked with a few American brands, I think it would be a perfect fit for you. Just something to check out. And I put like,
you got to think that some of the Rock's daughters know who the hell Stray Kids are.
You would think. I don't know. I mean, they're young, but yes.
They're young, but they're in Hawaii. So
like you would think the Rock is kind of up on pop culture.
Yeah, usually.
So you would think, but it's just because I was like so aggravated with people saying, well, why can't Chanbin get have a ambassadorship? And I'm like,
and again, it goes back to, does he want one?
That's it. And maybe this is the right time because they're doing more and more. Or they may have approached him. Like, who knows?
And he may be very well prepping for the time period for military hiatus with being able to kind of.
They'll have
as that starts rolling out. This will be something that he can do.
Yeah.
In addition to, or I don't know how that works with them,
right.
But regardless, no. I did this specifically because I was curious about similarities, because obviously I knew that the 2000 liners were going to have some similarities in there with stuff, but it was like it shocked me how many of them have the same signs and the same same signs and the same in the same planetary whatever, not necessarily the same house, but the same planetary whatever. What is it? They've all got.
Yeah. Give me an example.
They've all got Aquarius as their Uranus sign. They've all got Sagittarius as their Pluto sign. All of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the 2000 liners? I'm Hunjin, Han, Felix, and so they're all Virgos. But what's their second and like? Not Hunjin. Hunjin's not a Virgo, but Han.
Hunjin's a Pisces.
Yeah. Han.
Okay, so obviously Han and Felix are Aries moons because they're a day apart, so it didn't have time to move. Hyunjin is a Virgo moon.
Oh, okay.
And Sungmin is a Cancer moon.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And then Felix and Sungmin Felix and Sungmin both have Sagittarius rising.
Yeah.
Han has Taurus and Hyunjin has Cancer. Which makes sense for Hyunjin to have a Cancer rising sign, but yeah,
that's interesting.
Which also makes sense for Sungmin to have a Sagittarius rising sign too to me, but that's just. But the fact that Felix has a Sagittarius rising sign too is like, okay, there's your extroversion. There's your friends with everybody. There's your whatever. But I was just curious. I'm like, I wanted to see. Like Chan's chart is like all left. No, everything's on one side. Everything is on one side.
Really?
Like everything is on one side of the chart. He has like one or two that are over here, and everything else is on the other side. It is so one-sided. Right? He's
Libra. No, what's October? Yeah.
He's Libra, Sag.
Okay. What's Lino? Libra
is Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, it's like even then, like the amount of similarities, even just within those three signs, they're all kind of like the four main. Anyway, I was just curious one day,
but that's
I was curious one day and went down a rabbit hole, and that's what came of it. Like, hey, here we go. This is what happens when I get hyper focused on something. I do spreadsheets of astrology without fully knowing anything about it, just because I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I don't know times, but these are going to be kind of close. Like there might be some little, depending on movement, depending on time, there might be a little bit of movement, but there shouldn't be too much. So unless it's like, AM versus PM, then there might be some significant movement, but at least for the faster moving signs. But their Uranus and their Pluto they're all the same, all 8 of them.
That's interesting. Huh.
Yeah, And
Okay.
I don't exactly know what that means. So if anybody doesn't know what that means, by all means, feel free to explain it because I have no clue. And they're all like, and oh, that's the Rising doesn't have a house. That's why.
Yeah.
I forgot there was something. And most of them have their sun in their 10th house. Most of them.
Huh.
Only 3 of them don't.
Interesting.
So it's like, just I wanted to see where the similarities might be.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's
No, I think
so
that's
many-
cool.
So many similarities. It's ridiculous. But then that also kind of makes sense. Like when you
Yeah.
take a step back and you're like, okay, wait a minute. Now I understand why Chris resonated with these 7 guys and why.
Yeah. It was all meant to
Which-
be.
Maybe I should do one for the He Who Shall Not Be Named just to see what the differences are.
Oh. All right, we're not going to talk about that.
No, anyway.
We don't talk about him. Okay, so moving on. We're going to talk about more ambassadorship news.
Yes.
With the opening of the new Gucci.
Yes.
Yes.
And
with,
look at our K-drama batty daddy going off and doing Gucci, because I'm sorry, that's he completely. You know what I thought was from the snippets that I saw of him, what I enjoyed the most is, for whatever reason, this comeback, and I don't know if it's because he is finally fully comfortable doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's because he is getting somewhat closer to that military hiatus time, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this while I have however long left to enjoy it before I can't for a while. It is so, like, we've all known that for as Sundar and as stoic and whatnot, and for as resting bitch face as Lino is known to be.
Yeah,
we've all known that underneath all that was this unbelievably
soft,
sentimental. I wouldn't say soft. I would say sentimental.
Sentimental, yeah.
Traditional, sentimental, funny as hell guy who just, for whatever reason, didn't quite seem to necessarily fit, even though he did. And watching some of the interview things that he did with the various outlets and whatnot that were there, and just watching him be playful. He was being playful without any of the other guys around.
Right.
And he was being playful for Stay.
Right.
Now, granted, he's always been the one that has been Stay above all else. Stay above. Who do we love? We love Stay. We love Stay more than food. He's always been that. But to actually see that in an environment outside of the rest of the guys,
I agree,
was just.
And there was some heavy hitter Korean names there. Oh. I mean, there was who I forget. Yeah, somebody's going to hatchet me for this. The lead in Squid Game. Something Lee J. something or other. I
forgot what his name
apologize. But anyways, he was there. I mean, there was quite a few. There was some K-drama actresses, if I remember right, that were there. So it was, I mean, there was some big names there. What I thought was hysterical was I see the pictures come out. I wake up, of course, and I see the pictures come out. And I'm thinking of how nice he looks with the suit and everything else. And then somebody points out, they're like, hey, by the way, Lino's hair is no longer blue. I didn't even know.
Oh my God.
He was so handsome and looking great on the thing. I didn't even notice that his hair didn't have the blue in it anymore. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I thought they bleached the tips and did blue. I didn't think it was. If that was spray, that's some damn good spray to be on top of that black hair. Because
either that or he just redyed it black.
He could have redyed it black, but it was just like, I was just shocked. I was like, huh.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Everybody was so starstruck by the way he looked that nobody noticed that he didn't have the blue hair anymore.
Where did the guy go?
I loved when he was in the car leaving and he's like, go home to all Stay. He's like, I'm leaving, go. That was really cool.
And Chan did that too at the Fendi event. Like, it's late, go home. Like, why are you out here? Go to bed. Like, it's like,
I mean, people in Korea do stay up late. So, I mean, they would probably go get something to eat or go sing karaoke or do something. Like,
seems like it's very much like a New York feel.
It is. From what I've been told by Jenny and other people, it's very much that New York, that city type feel that doesn't sleep.
It just doesn't go to bed ever. Like
Right.
there's someplace open 24/7, like all the time type thing. So
Like,
because even
like
even
24-hour pay your own ramen place. There's like, it's literally like on the side street. I watched this food blogger and she was in Korea and she's like, yeah, we're going to get ramen. And she's like, and nobody watches the store. Like you literally scan stuff and you like grab it and like scan your money and stuff and then leave with your ramen and eat it. And yeah, like they don't. I'm like, wow, what is that like? I want to know what it's like to wake up at 2:00 in the morning and walk somewhere and not be looking behind your shoulder to go get ramen.
yeah.
Just saying.
Order, but that's and then so we had Changbin, we had Lino, and then we got pink-haired Lixie back.
Yes.
Pink-haired Lixie back.
That was the other thing too. Like the first thing I woke up to was him in the first. Well, it's funny. The first one I saw was the white suit. That when I woke up, yeah,
it's almost like this. If please pick a tarot deck. If this is for you, watch the other video. If this one's for you, watch this one. I got the black one. You got the white one. So
yeah, I got the white one. So there you go. But it was just like the way he walked out, and it's so funny. And with the tambourines, which I saw those on the site, it's like it's a personal holder for your perfume bottle. That's what he was wearing over over the suit. It's like a little, like you could carry it with you, which I thought was kind of cute. And then but that white suit, I was just like, wow. Like I'm like okay, like I know
longer jackets lately. Those duster style jackets. He and Chris both, but him in particular. He's been doing more.
Whoever it is, mwah, chef's kiss. Like you were styling. But now nobody go after me for this, but I'm gonna say it. He's wearing very manly styles.
Yeah, very.
I mean, and I don't mean, but again, they're manly styles, but they're still unisex because I would wear the hell out of that white suit.
Yeah. Oh, but most
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that to sound one way or the other. Like the black outfit, but the black outfit definitely looked like a very masculine style. Yeah. I'll say that because
the white one was more unisex.
Was more unisex, but like flowy and beautiful, like angelic. I said it, like I don't want to keep comparing him. Because it's people, whatever. Yeah. But he did. He looked like an angel just dropped out of the sky and just like started to walk towards you. Like he looked very angelic. And the other one he had that like edge to him. No, it's all right. Had that edge to him, with that black leather jacket and the tank top and the shoes with the toe like this.
The long toe boxes.
As I call it, like almost cowboy boot style shoes.
Yeah.
Like cowboy boots
long. They've got that pointy long that but just it's the only complaint I have about any of the looks from him going to the House Nowhere debut was, would you please let that man show his natural eyes? I don't know if that's him choosing it or if that's the stylist choosing it. Like, he's finally accepted the freckles. We know he has accepted the freckles. He's embracing the freckles. But you know what, Felix? If you're going to go the natural route, if you're going to embrace the freckles, please, by God, embrace your beautiful boba eyes. We want to see the beautiful boba eyes. We did even
if it's a lighter brown contact.
No,
I'm just saying, because if it's him, because, and the only reason I say this is because I've had friends that had really dark brown eyes, and they had like an issue with it because they saw people with the big blue eyes or the big.
My mom's got brown eyes. My mom's got brown eyes too, and she was so glad that I didn't get brown eyes from her.
Right.
So like, I get it. I do get it. I do understand.
Sunlight, but it's so funny because there was like those pictures on the airplane, and I don't remember when they were from. He was either in a turtleneck. He was in a turtleneck, but it wasn't recent. It was like a couple of years ago. Yeah. And there's a picture from the airport where it's shining on his eyes, and he does not have contacts on. You could tell, and they're beautiful brown color. I love the photo cards that they've been bringing out with his natural eye color. Yeah, just stunning eye color. But I think I want to say it's Felix's choice to put those lighter contacts.
And it might very well be. And if it is, I get it.
But it's almost like blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, green eyes, blonde hair. You know what I mean? Like, or lighter colored eyes. I get it because I have dyed blonde hair, but I have green eyes. So
I do too. But
But I get
still,
I'm with you. I'm with you. I love the boba eyes. I'm a Felix purist. I like him when he just has, freckles and his regular eyes, his hair all crazy.
All of them. All of them. Honestly, like understand something.
I have to say, I'm a Chan no makeup girly. I like Chan with a natural face. I do. I like him with a natural face. I've seen makeup on him that looks good. Like I love the Karma, the one eye with the what do you call it? Yes. Yeah. I thought that was a fantastic look. I did like him in the ceremony video with the when he's the drum major, the makeup. You didn't like that? Didn't. Oh, see, I didn't mind that, but I love him.
It was too
add-on and natural.
To me, the red jacket. He's too pale.
Well, that's lighting too. I don't think that's just makeup.
It's makeup and lighting and whatnot. A, he's too pale. B, it made him look to me, and as much as I love Chris to death, I mean, I've got my freaking blanket right here. But to me, it made him look too plastic. It was too
okay.
The hair slicked back and the makeup the way it was with the vinyl jacket, because that was a vinyl jacket.
Yeah, it was.
And it was too. It looked like they took Chris and they made like a WWE style action figure of him. To me,
yeah, no, I got you.
Now, granted, I still hate it.
Yeah,
but I. And I mean, but then again, for me, it took me a good like whole day before the white Witcher hair caught on to like really. And the only reason why it did is because I finally saw him with like the doublet style coat that he was wearing that day. So it didn't make it look so white, and it made it look more silver. And then it was like, okay, now I'm starting to. Yeah. His the makeup he had with the man bun with the hair tied up. I love that. Yeah, there are makeup looks that he has had that I will swoon. I mean, I'll swoon pretty much anything. All that man has to do is just stand there, and I'm probably gonna fall over. But
but his face is just. I love when he has no makeup on.
Yeah, just
none. Now, even if it's maybe they have base because people like they have makeup on all the time. Maybe they do, but when his eyes aren't done up, when he doesn't have the smoky eye makeup or whatever, when it's just Chan and his purist, like in some of the SKZ talkers, that's how I
whatever tinted moisturizer that man's wearing, because he does have some freckles, but you don't always see them. So
I love that. That's why I love that shoot from the one where he's on the lollipop. The hat was the Fendi shoot. If you see like a close up, he's got a freckle here and a freckle here. It's like I forget what one it is. It's the one with the where he's like the little apple, the little stuffed apple, and it was 4 shots. It was a magazine shoot. Why can't I think of it? Anyways,
if you find it, send it to me later because I probably don't have it and would like to add it to my collection that's currently growing in my phone.
Yes, I'll send it to you. I have them saved on my phone somewhere because I actually did a TikTok about it. It was like, you like turtles? I like turtles, and it was like, what? Whatever.
Yeah, the talker where he was working on the songs and whatnot, and it was
that's how I prefer Chan. Same thing with Sungmin. I like Sungmin in makeup, but I prefer Sungmin all natural. Yeah. I think with Hunjin.
I think I pretty much prefer all of them just au naturel. I mean, granted that they always look amazing. Even in the looks that I don't like per se, I still sit there and go, God damn, because it's difficult to even when I don't have when my personal preferences aren't being met because they don't have to be. I am no one. Right. I'm invisible. Thanks, Meg. But even with that. It's that aspect of even when there's a look that I don't necessarily like per se, or it's just not my cup of tea or whatever, I could still look at them and go, oh my God, like how? Yeah. How?
I told you, no visual holes. There's not one. Not a one. Not one.
Not a one. But I prefer I generally do prefer just the natural.
So boba-eyed Felix. All right, Felix, if you're watching, just can you do a few little boba-eyed stuff, please?
Just embrace the fact that for as much as we love the freckles, we also love just your natural eyes, and we get it.
I will say, I bought the Hera Reflection Glow cushion foundation. I bought my foundation color, which the lovely Pixie helped me choose, which thankfully she did, because I would have went way too dark had I chose it myself.
Oh,
And the Dia one, which is like a diamond glow. It's like just like a reflective, like a reflective glow.
Highlighter.
Yeah, it's very yeah.
I can't say highlighter anymore without any
Highlighter.
confusion in my head. Highlighter. And
So
then little boys. Highlighter. It's
but
gotta be.
it is the most.
Love you.
It's not full coverage. So if you're full coverage girly, it's not for you. But
No.
as I am getting up in the years and up in my age, I'm looking for more sheer, more glowy, more thin coverage. It is absolutely stunning. I wore it out last weekend. I did my makeup and I had people stop me and go, "You have the most beautiful skin." And I'm like, "Thank you, Felix. Like, thank you for turning me on to Hera, because it's that." And tomorrow my brownie boy comes. I'm very excited to have it in my hot little hands.
Yeah.
So, but yes, just for those that are on the fence, if you wanted, you should get yourself some Hera, because their products are
Well, that's good to know.
fantastic. So just saying.
Not that I can afford it right now.
No, I mean, mine was a little gift to myself.
Yeah.
But
I'm still dealing with the fact that Ramen is now an Ulta. So I'm
what's an Ulta?
Ramen?
Oh yeah, yes.
So, I'm
Somewhere here. Yeah, here.
So for some reason it's not in mine. I actually work in one part-time. And we don't have
Felix color, by the way, if anybody wants to know. It's corny soda. I don't know if you can see it. It's backwards, but
I haven't seen any of it in my store yet, and it's I
really?
don't know why. I don't know if it's just because we sold out of it already, or I haven't asked. I probably should ask the next time I'm going.
Because I mean, look at the TikTok shop; they sell out all the time. I bought one of those lip kits, and I love it. It's fantastic.
I want to get the black lip kit because
I saw that one. Yeah.
But that's just me, because I haven't done much with my lips lately, and I probably should. But you know what I really want to try? Okay, completely off topic, but it's still kind of on because it is part of the K beauty stuff. Is that VT lip plumper stuff?
Oh, the real intense one that people are talking about?
Yeah, the Riedel shot, blah, blah, blah. Because I got that Dr. Malaxin.
Does it work?
Oh my God, my skin is so smooth.
All right. Awesome.
I got, now granted, I don't have as much gunk coming off my face, so I don't know if that just means I don't have as much gunk as other people, but but my pores are significantly smaller, and I am so smooth.
Oh, there you go. So
and then I had my young one use it because of course he's going through the whole acne across the
the T-zone thing here, yeah.
Well, not even just T-zone, just right here.
Yeah.
And he, oh my God, he used it and it was like night and day. Literally, now it was still there, but it was not.
So everybody who's like, it's not sponsored. We're just talking.
Not sponsored. Yeah. Not sponsored. We're just our experiences. But he tried it and like literally night and day. It was still there, but it wasn't nearly as irritating.
Yeah.
There we go. And wasn't nearly as inflamed. A lot of the smaller acne was gone, literally gone. So yeah, recommend. Not sponsored, but recommend. And if you ever do want to sponsor, we're open for discussion. So yeah, so we with that though, we are coming up on our 60-minute mark. We've already gone through an hour.
Wow.
So but we covered everything we wanted to cover.
We did. We were very good tonight. We went boom, 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 and we did boom, boom, boom. So there you go.
It's amazing what happens when we plan ahead of time instead of just trying to do it off.
Hey, I like our off-the-cuff conversations. They go all over the place.
Okay.
Tarot. Yes.
Tarot.
In the houses.
Hey, beauty. we still have tangent buses.
All our marks, man.
We still have tangent buses, but that's kind of what makes this STAYtalk. So,
yes.
Again, so we are coming up to the end for this evening. We do plan on going live this upcoming Sunday, the 7th at 4 p.m. Eastern. Yes. We're trying some different times and some different days to see if anybody, if it works better for people. Again, if you are catching this on a replay, we thank you so very, very much. We are slowly but surely growing, and we are so appreciative for that. We're both putting a lot of time and effort into making sure that we have content for you guys, but then also just various things throughout the week and whatnot to keep you updated. But we are planning on going live again on Sunday, so we hope that you will join us for that. And if you're catching the replay, awesome. Thank you very, very much. Make sure you hit all the various whatevers All of our socials are in every single linkage possible that you could possibly get to. So by all means, make sure you're following us elsewhere as well, because that way you can get access to the other content that we are putting out there, which is highlight reels of this, as well as announcements for when will be doing lives in the future and whatnot. And more content will be rolling out as we get our Patreon up and going. So make sure that you are paying attention to all that. And with that, for this evening, I will end us off as I usually do with saying, now let's get out there and be the best damn fandom that Stray Kids deserve and make all 8 of our guys proud as hell. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you on the next one. And bye.